I'm Pete DeMaio. I am the co-founder with my wife Trisha of Mission Love and Life. We have these amazing 12 student interns and one seminarian who are already getting rolling and doing an outstanding job. I'm here with Nick Kashuba. What's up, brother?
What's up?
Devin Prep, 11th grade, correct?
Yep.
And so we wanted to talk a little bit about this. Number one, right off the bat, Nick, what makes you pro-life?
So I've always grown up pro-life. My mother was big on it. In our childhood, she made it very pro. Hammered it into us early childhood. You're pro-life. You're against abortion. You're religious. You're gonna follow all the Catholic Church teachings. And that was one of the big
Awesome. So you guys are Catholic,
ones.
and you were born and raised with that formation.
Yep.
What do you find when you're going off as a young adult, having to make decisions on your own? What do you find about that as you're running into other young people? Are they like you? Are they not like you? What are you seeing?
I'm seeing personally, I'm seeing a lot more. I guess the word would be you're seeing a lot more. I don't want to say atheism, but definitely people moving away from God. They're not as close to God as they used to be. They're definitely more spiritual. We're seeing a lot more. We're not seeing Catholic. We're not seeing Christian. I'm seeing that a lot more. I have a pretty good amount of atheist friends, agnostic friends, who I'm arguing with constantly about stuff like religion, pro-life, obviously, and I'm just seeing that a lot more, which
Mhm.
is a little concerning.
Uh, Now you're in a Catholic school, so do you feel like the majority of the guys that you're in the school with share the same beliefs that you do, or do you feel like you have a like mixed bag?
I do feel like I have a mixed bag. I do, like I said, I have a good amount of atheist friends, which honestly I feel has helped me to like further myself in faith because I'm hearing their arguments, take them into account, and then I can make rebuttals to it. And so I've felt like I'm trying to bring them closer to Christ, whilst also they're hammering my faith, hammering my faith.
What's one of the most common ones that you feel like you get
Why is
bombarded?
why does God allow evil is a big one, which
Mm,
I mean, there's a wealth of answers to that one. I think one of the main ones is that God gave us free choice, so He has to allow evil. It's like part of the equation.
it's pretty simple.
Yeah, it is really simple.
One of the so if you don't mind shifting gears and going straight to the pro life topic is what we found now. First off, to me, pro life is part of a much bigger pie, and one little slice of that pie is the unborn and abortion. So if we focus on that, what we see in today's culture is we have this like angry movement where they've tried to remove men from the equation, and for us as men, that can leave us a little bit displaced. So, how do you feel about that as a young guy?
I think there's definitely a stigmatism towards young men in pro-life movement. We've heard no uterus, no opinion, stuff along those lines. I think that's pretty false. I think first off, it takes two to make a baby. Um, the father should have a choice in his son or daughter's life or not. I think men have a fundamental choice in the matter of how their children should be raised, how their children should be educated, if their children should live or if they should be aborted. They're trying to move men out of the equation, which I think is going to be a big mistake. I think a lot of young men, we're starting to see a little bit of pushback now. Young men are tired of being pushed out of their children's lives when it's just the mother. I think that's something that definitely needs to be refocused.
Yeah. So there's a short term, component to that, and then there's the long term piece to that. So, what do you think the long term looks like, Nick? If you're constantly pushing the man out of the equation, the relationship with the woman, and the relationship to the woman and child and family, what do you think that's going to look like long term?
I think we're going to see two options actually. I think we'll see either one, a lot more fatherless homes, a lot more men just saying, "Fine, if you don't want me here, I'm going to leave. I'm going to go somewhere else." And the other option is men are going to try to push even harder to get into their children's lives. We are seeing, I'm not 100% sure on this, but I feel like I'm seeing a lot more fathers winning in children's in their custody battles that they've seen. I'm seeing more men. It's a very small margin, obviously, but I'm seeing it slowly. So I think those are the two ways I could go. Either men leave or men are going to double down.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we see it also. So
Mm-hmm.
I totally agree with you. And so, man, God bless your mother for raising you and putting this inside of you. Now it's your job as a young guy to carry that torch forward. What made you want to become an intern with us?
Honestly, I started out just going to the pro life marches in high school. I was pro life, but I never really knew what to do. Like I was just kind of at the march and I'd be holding the picket sign saying, "Yeah, I'm pro life." Kind of at this last march, I was like, "What am I doing? Why am I doing this? Am I making a meaningful change?" And I remember Krista Mile, your nephew, was telling me about Mission Love and Life. I saw you guys having that meeting. I was like, I can get out. Maybe this is what I'm supposed to do. Maybe what this is what God is calling me to do. I email you, and now I'm here. And yeah, that's mainly why. I just
In
wanted to do
addition
so.
to Chris, have you met any other
I have. I've met 11 other great interns. All of them are crazy strong in faith. All of them are very opinionated, very intellectual, very smart people who are. I think
Yeah, I agree. I didn't realize how sharp all of you guys were. I knew there was a lot of goodness in each one of you, and then come to find out all of your like accomplishments and accolades so far in school, and now I'm not surprised. You know why you stood out to me. So I just want to say you're hearing it directly from Nick Kashuva Jr. at Devon Prep, and he understands now that if he just takes this mission, love, and life from one person to the next, that's how we can start to shift the culture. Excellent job, buddy.